I'm Ed, this is Runan, this is Steven, this is Josh, and we're Team 866. Sometimes I go to the grocery store, and when I get back, I find that there's something I should have bought while I was at the grocery store, but I couldn't buy because I didn't know that we were out of that item until we get back. So we're trying to create a system that solves that problem. Our system consists of multiple pads that you can place throughout your kitchen, either in the pantry, or on the countertop, or in your fridge, and they keep track of your inventory. This way, you can upgrade your fridge instead of buying a whole new smart fridge in order to keep inventory, and this also works outside the fridge. You place food items on top of these pads, and it sends this data and it weighs them to determine how much is remaining, and sends this data along with other data such as battery life remaining to a central hub, which we're using a Raspberry Pi for. We're using a central hub so that we can use a Bluetooth Low Energy protocol to save on battery life in the pads to maximize their runtime. The hub forwards this data over to the cloud, which we're using Amazon Web Services for, and the data is stored there until it's fetched by the phone app. The phone app can be updated from anywhere in the world. You don't have to be at home. You can even be in the grocery store and check, see the current status of your kitchen. In the middle, you can see the food item you're looking at. On the left, you can see like a health bar of how much of that item you have remaining. And on the right, you can see a battery life indicator to tell if you're about to run low on that item. One of the most important aspects of the system is the weight pad itself, and we're using Arduino to tie it together. We're wanting these pads to be fully wireless, which means no data cables or no power cables running throughout your kitchen, so we're powering it with a lithium battery. We're using load cells, these planar load cells, to weigh the food items because they're pretty small and really thin, so we keep the pads sleek and very unobtrusive. We're using Bluetooth Low Energy modules to send the data, and we're also putting an RGB LED that lights up when you hit a button, so that you can match the color with these line items so you can identify which pad you're looking at. So interior design, we're only required to go as far as finishing up the phone app, but in the future we can set up this system to automatically order these items for you so that you don't even need to go to the grocery store. And so it might be, so companies such as Amazon or Walmart or companies that try to sell you things might be interested in our product so that they can sell you more things, they get even more money out of you. So, if you don't like the idea of it automatically ordering things for you, you could put a button in the phone app so that it orders when you hit the button when you're running low. So that way you're doing it manually and you're not spending money automatically. That's it for us. We're Team 866. Thanks for listening.
How do you calibrate your pad so you know what it's 100% and what is 0? Because I might have 2 cartons today, tomorrow I might only have 1, and I might track different things depending on what I put on my pad.
Well, we're kind of taking more of a qualitative measurement. You can see these health bars, it just says low, empty, full, and red, green, blue, yellow, or just red, green, and yellow.
But how do you know what's full?
Well, it's just like maybe above 1 kilogram or so. In the future, maybe in the phone app, we can set it so that you can type in an amount to do that for you, because on the front of most food items, there's a net weight printed, so you can type that in to keep track of it.
So what happens if somebody misplaces the item, not put it on a different weight system?
Well, that's just something that you gotta have to keep track of.
Along that same line, could you put a sensor under, like you had a standardized milk, 1 gallon milk jug sensor? So that's calibrated to 1 gallon milk jug, and it's just like a coaster kind of a thing that you put the milk back on. Is the thing cheap enough that you could literally sell a set of these for your refrigerator and you just put them down on each food item?
That's something we're actually considering. Like in the poster session, we have a couple of mock-ups, and we have one size exactly to fit a gallon of milk and one size to fit exactly a specific cereal box size.
Yeah.
So we could sell pads for specific items.
And then, again, the issue is in recharging them. Would you use a watch battery? Would you use a USB port? How would you recharge them?
One of our stretch goals is actually to create a charger built into the central hub, so you take the pads and put it on top of the hub and it charges it automatically just by setting it on top.
So could the shelf be the hub?
It could be. We could make sort of a shelf of the hub.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Another designer here.